This past Monday, the governor of Arkansas issued guidelines on starting in-person worship in churches. In my communique article this week, I said that we Episcopalians will spend the month of May asking several questions before we start opening our doors. After all, we want to reopen to a safe situation. Being able to start public worship is a very complicated process and involves lots of serious questions that have to be answered. I want to give you an example of what happened to me this week. We started working at Trinity Cathedral on what it's going to be like to have an ordination service in the cathedral in June. We ended up spending over an hour simply asking such questions as where people would stand, sit, and walk before, during, and after the service. We discovered that it's not going to be worship as usual. It is hard work to get ready to bring people back into a church after a pandemic. I realize that different congregations are going to have different situations, and I want to work with you so that we can reopen our churches. In addition to religious and space issues, we are going to also be looking at such things as the trend in the number of COVID cases we have in various areas around the state and how well testing is proceeding. We want to worship, but we don't want to have a viral tragedy in any of our congregations. So start asking those serious questions that I sent out in the communique, and also start dealing with other questions that come up that are relative to your particular location. You know, one of the best parts of my job is visiting churches every week and seeing everybody. I want to get back to that calling as soon as I can. If we work together, we can make it possible, and then, once we're back in church, we can figure out what the next phase is going to be for our church in this very challenging and interesting time. Thank you.